Hello guys, it's Mr. Pettit here. I'm just going to break down the Year 12 SLR assessment task, which will be completed, which will be handed out this week on the 24th of February. So we've got the assessment task. It's called Games and Sports Application 1, and basically it's going to be due on the 10th of the 3rd, which is in week 7 on Thursday. You will complete this task in class, so I'll get into a little bit of detail as to what the task actually entails in a second, but this will be an in-class assessment task. So you need to make sure that you're at school on the 10th of February. And obviously, if not, you obviously need to go down the illness and misadventure forms process. Okay, so you'll get a little bit of class time allocated for this. You'll get a demonstration lesson from either Mr. Barry or myself, and then you'll also receive 2 planning lessons for the task, okay, to put together what you're going to be doing on this due date. It'll be presented obviously during the normal SLR period, and you need to utilise the planning scaffold, which I'll go through shortly. How the task will be marked is it'll be filmed in class on the day, and then I will mark the task at home, and I'll provide feedback via Google Classroom or in person. Okay, so to be successful in this task, you need to be able to collaborate with students and create a new game, use the relevant scaffolds to plan how you will teach the new game, communicate clearly and effectively when delivering the new game, and then communicate an extensive understanding of how to instruct and deliver new skills in sports, adapting to any challenges and changes throughout your lesson that you're going to be running. So what is the task? The task is basically you need to design a game and you need to teach your peers, and it's worth a total of 15 marks. So step 1, you need to be in, you put yourself into groups of 3 or 4, no more, no less, 3 or 4, and you are required to create your own sport or game. Your sport must be different from all conventional sports, but can utilise some elements to combine elements from different sports. You will need to create a list of rules and explain how to play the sport, and should include diagrams to show the court or the field. And these will be done on the scaffold here that will also be handed out with the assessment task notification. Following that, step 2 is you're planning a 15-minute demonstration on how you teach the game to your peers, again utilising this scaffold. And then step 3 is you're delivering a 15-minute lesson to the class in your group. The 15 minutes should include how to play or rules section, as well as time for the class to actually participate in your game. Okay. I'll just run over some basic marking criteria here. So to get full marks for this task, you obviously need to demonstrate extensive knowledge of how rules, space, equipment and team members influence play in sports. You need to create an original and engaging game that effectively applies the concepts. Provide a clear and detailed lesson plan for teaching your sport to the class using this scaffold provided. You'll demonstrate an extensive understanding of how to instruct and deliver new skills in sports, communicate clearly and effectively when you're delivering the lesson, and adapt to any difficulties and changes to enhance the learning of your peers. Okay, so just quickly, this is our scaffold here. Okay, so basically I'll put this up onto Google Classroom and also hand it out in hard copy. So obviously we've got our game title, the objective of the game, what the purpose of the game is, the players and team requirements, how you win the game. You need to create a rule as to how you win, the equipment provided, and then you can provide a little course or field layouts. You've also got the rules of the game. Okay, so this obviously needs to be quite extensive here if you want to get good marks. And then this is an optional section, but I suggest you all have a go at this because we've learned about this in class recently. It's the etiquette of the game. And then finally, we've got our lesson plan scaffold. Okay, so obviously you're going to put down your group members, the game that is being taught, the equipment that's required, and then obviously we've got different sections. You've got time requirements, instruction or main teaching points of that particular part of the lesson, and then the layout of the lesson. Okay, so obviously you're going to submit this assessment task, this scaffold I should say, on the day, okay? And then obviously you'll be teaching the lesson in your designated SLR period for that day. Okay, so if you have any questions, obviously come and see myself or Mr. Barry, and obviously Miss Mason in the SLA will also be able to help you out. Okay, thank you.